Doctor Who is back for Children in Need on Friday, the 17th of November. So, I mean, not that long away, whenever this video comes out. We're recording it 2 days before. We've just had our colour Dalek pictures out on the web, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Which we'll get to later in the video. But for now, we've got Born Again.
We've got 4 weeks of Doctor Who, which is exciting. Consecutively, which is amazing. And yeah, what an exciting thing to have minisodes back.
Yeah, I mean, we expected something to be going on for Children Need, didn't we? But I mean, it's been described as a 5-minute scene.
Yeah.
So that's an exciting way to go about it. Seemingly following on from the end of the... What's that DW
Liberation of the Daleks.
Liberation of the Daleks. There we go. Following on from the end of that with certainly a bit of Dalek action in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's certainly featured here in the images they put out, along with a Khalid elite scientist. So something interesting's going on there. I believe there was even a mention of the Doctor heading towards Skaro in the Star Beast, wasn't there? And how that starts off. So, you know, something interesting's going on here. We've even got a classic Dalek casing next to the 10th Doctor.
14th Doctor.
14th, yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
Mine and Niggle.
He looks so doctory in that photo. And it's just
funny.
we are so back. We are so back. Doctor Who is back, and that's all you can really say.
I mean, it's unusual as well having stuff outside the TARDIS. Presumably they're still keeping the TARDIS interior reveal for the specials.
I mean, we might get a teaser of the actual title sequence.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be interesting to see how they go about that. I mean, we've already had the music, so it's not like they can't surprise us again with the titles. It's usually like a mini version of the titles, though, isn't it, for these minisodes?
No, it's normally the full sequence.
Oh, it's
Time
I mean,
Crash.
it sort of depends. Yeah.
Time Crash was the full sequence.
I sort of think like later ones as they went on, you know. But I suppose the Children Need ones, yeah, it is the full sequence usually, isn't it? So, I mean, interesting that it's been described as just a scene, though. But I suppose Born Again and Time Crash were just scenes as well, really, weren't they? There's only so much you can do there. So, yeah. I mean, I wonder how much of it will play into the plot of the 60th as well.
I imagine they're loosely fit in, which is exciting.
Yeah, but it is interesting that now, you know, the Star Beast will explicitly start off with a gap between the power of the Doctor and the Star Beast. You know, we knew that was happening anyway with Liberation of the Daleks, but they could sort of get around it in a way that, you know, for those who haven't been reading it, which is probably most of the general audience, you know, to be fair, which is who they really need and want to have on board. You know, it's interesting that we're going to be going into a first story for a Doctor, not necessarily as their first adventure, really, for the first time since Ninth Doctor.
Yeah.
But, you know, that, again, works because we already know this Doctor, in a sense, with David Tennant playing the role.
Well, he's meant to be more human this time, so that's interesting.
Yeah, a bit more emotionally open, I suppose.
I mean, I guess a lot more has happened for the Doctor to be more open and vulnerable, you know.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that we are getting, you know, it's not just 10th Doctor 2.0. He has still lived through the experiences of the 11th, 12th, and 13th Doctors.
Like, I'm sure there are going to be moments going, hey, you remember this? Wasn't this fun? But
yeah, like, we've still got the Alonzi and stuff. It's still the same personality, but the character has moved on at the same time, which, you know, was one of my niggles with the Once and Future series, how that played with degeneration. It never felt like, you know, they'd lived through the experiences of other Doctors. It always felt like they were just their Doctor, really. So it does look like we're not repeating that mistake here with David Tennant as the 14th. But yeah, we sort of moved aside a bit from this special. I wonder if it'll have a title.
It will. Russell likes his titles, and I'm sure it'll be put on the DVD box sets.
I don't know. They're usually a bit funny about that with Children Need Stuff.
Oh no, Born Again and Time Crash, they've all been on DVD, so I think we'll be fine.
There we go then.
Filmed in April. I think this is the thing Tennant was filming for his birthday.
Yeah. It's like there's so much going on. It's hard to keep track of all these little teases we get as things go on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be, even though it's the first we're seeing of him as the 14th.
This is the last.
Yeah, the last he shot as the 14th. Yeah. Or well, I don't know if there were some other little pickups as well for 60th stuff, but yeah, that's true. I mean, you never know. They're coming out with so many surprises at the moment. We could have some more down the line. But yeah, speaking of surprises for the 60th, we also have some Big Finish on BBC Sounds, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Doctor Who on audio is coming.
Yeah, I think the Audio Adventures, is it?
Yeah.
They're calling it. I mean, a separate thing from the missing soundtracks, because, you know, that's all coming as well. So it really is everything we were promised from Russell, with iPlayer being this, like, archive of Doctor Who, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And I mean, interesting selection of stories, though.
It's nice.
Yeah. You got, like, a variety of classic Doctors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I said Minded Hodiak is one that makes sense, to be fair, with the Russell connection. You know,
it's shocking because it's the most recent one on that list.
Yeah, a lot of other stuff is more around 2013, isn't it? Like the beginning, and the assassination goes both November 2013, actually.
Then you've got the ISOS network, which is 2016.
Yeah, Second Doctor.
2015.
Yeah.
2015.
I mean, it's interesting that, you know, you've got Companion Chronicle and Early Adventure there as well, because it's like bringing in some narrated stuff as well, rather than just going for the standard full cast.
Well, it's nice that it's not stuff that's been readily available like this stuff on Spotify.
Yeah, and it's also not just, you know, everything that's gone out on you know,
Radio 4.
BBC Radio 4 before just being made available. You know, it's sort of some new surprises there as well, and I'm sure it'll get updated as time goes on as well, because again, it's nice that this doesn't just seem like it's a one and done thing for the 60th. They are very much building up Doctor Who. You know, these are just the groundworks, aren't they, for something that can grow as time goes on. Series 2, or Season 2 rather, of, you know, the new iteration of
Disney
Doctor
Who
now. Yeah, no, we don't want to get that coin. We don't want that to happen. Filming at the moment. And I mean, Nicola Coughlan has been officially announced to be on board with it. We've seen her on set already. I mean, you've not seen anything with her in, though, have you?
No, I think she's gonna be sort of guest companion role, because
it looks like it.
Day we're recording this, Millie Gibson's been seen back on set, so it's nice to know that Ruby's sticking around for more than one season.
Yeah, especially with it only being 8 episodes now, it'd be like weird to lose her that quickly. So yeah, it's nice to know she's still around, but yeah, perhaps sort of taking a leaf out of Moffat's book.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, not that. I mean, Russell obviously had guest companions at Christmas before, but that was like in between.
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, but it was in between companions. Yeah. Whereas with Millie Gibson here, it's still, you know, the same companion, and that's sort of what Moffat did, wasn't it? Where he's dispatched Amy and Rory off to
a honeymoon thing,
a honeymoon subplot where they just have a couple of scenes, or let's just sat at home eating their Christmas dinner, you know, stuff like that. So perhaps he's going down that route. Perhaps we're going to have almost 2 companions in a way. Who knows what's going on there? But yeah, certainly a wonderful actress. I have seen her in Derry Girls, and it's great to see her on board here. Yeah, I'm excited for what's to come way after what's still to come. You know, this is 14 episodes down the line at this point. So yeah, lots to look forward to there. But before all of that, on the 23rd of November, we've got the Daleks in colour.
Which looks so exciting. It'd be interesting to see whether it's beat for beat in terms of the editing, whether it takes inspiration from the Cushing version, whether it just follows that same structure.
Ah, does it? It's certainly similar runtime wise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cut down to 75 minutes now. And, the score's been a bit done up so that it'll fit that. And, presumably being made for a more modern audience, isn't it?
And we've got a new scene with David Graham voicing the Daleks.
Oh, it's confirmed that I knew there was a new scene by Russell, but wow. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we had these color images today. What do you make of it? Because there's some interesting choices in terms of colors in there.
Barbara says, "Hey, I'm a Barbie girl," and Barbara wears pink now. I think that's a shocking because I never imagined Barbara being that. But yeah, I think it all looks very good. I guess it's all to contrast with Dalek City. I know we've had some existing colorized photos.
Yeah, we saw
but
we know roughly what some of this stuff would have looked like on screen originally, don't we?
Yeah, because Vitalis isn't green anymore.
Yeah. It's not like they're quite taking a leaf out of an Adventure in Space and Time's book. Like, they are going a bit more Technicolor with it, aren't they? They're trying to push it a bit further. Yeah, and make it more 60s than it was even in the 60s.
I guess it's taking the Star Trek approach, I guess.
Or the Galaxy 4 approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all looking good. I think, I'll wait and see before I judge fully. Because, I think it's a bit different just seeing images and seeing it in motion. Because we're used to seeing color images of the Daleks. I mean, we've even seen color video of it as well through fan colorizations like, Babel color and such. But to have full on 75 minutes of it will be something else.
And it looks beautifully restored as well. Just seeing that photo of Susan and by the TARDIS and just seeing how sharp that looks.
Yeah. It almost looks, Planet of the Daleks-esque, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving off that sort of vibe. So yeah, that's all coming together rather wonderfully.
And you could order it now, out in February, which is nice to know that it's getting a physical media release. So if you want it, you can have it.
I think it's not got the original Daleks on there, though, has it?
It does.
Oh, it does.
Disc 2 is a full 7-part DVD version.
And hopefully, upscaled as well.
I don't think it's been made for Blu. I think it's Blu-ray and DVD.
Is it just the DVD version still, sadly?
Yeah.
Because it was one of the earlier ones, so it does look like it could. It's one of the ones that looks like it could do with some work.
I could be mistaken, but I think that's how I've interpreted it.
I mean, I hope that it is restored though, because Web of Fear is one that looks beautiful. Like, that was fully done up for Blu-ray, but some of the missing episodes ones, they haven't, have they?
I mean, they did it for Abominable Snowman. I don't know if they've done it for Underwater Menace.
I think they didn't for Faceless ones, though.
No.
They choose their moments with those. I suppose maybe it's more down to what the restoration team's doing elsewhere. If it happens to line up with that, then it gets to go on there. If it doesn't, then it's just whatever the latest version is. But yeah, lots of exciting times for us Doctor 2 fans ahead. We've been able to squeeze 2 videos now out of just miscellaneous news pieces. But yeah, if people are interested in what we have to say, then might as well get these out there while we're probably sounding a little bit ill, but
it's nice to have news and something to talk about and get excited about over these things, and have a little community about it all and think, God, aren't we so lucky?
So yeah, let us know how lucky you're feeling in the comments below. And yeah, leave a like as well if you've enjoyed. Always appreciated. And subscribe if you haven't already too. All the usual stuff that
all the jargon
at the end of these videos. But,
all the call to actions, do it.
Yeah, please do. Very much appreciated. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.